PowerPoint.
Yeah, we're. Yeah. I'll get in here.
This is an overview of our CPR policy and procedure for CPR. What's CPR stand for?
Pulmonary resuscitation.
Good job, thank you. I hope so. I don't have a microphone.
Use the microphone.
Okay, our purpose to ensure a system by which the resident and or healthcare decision maker receives accurate information about CPR and the available options, including CPR, prior to or upon admission to the facility. To ensure a system of ongoing evaluation and monitoring a resident's decision regarding CPR. And I would like to thank Jim. We did have a resident that was changed from a full code to DNR. I went in to change it and Jim had already done that for us.
What does DNR stand for?
Department of Natural Resources.
We're here. We want to make sure that residents receive care concordant with their decision regarding CPR and to provide timely communication and implementation of any change in full code versus DNR status. And it is our policy that basic life support, including CPR, is provided when a resident requires such emergency care prior to the arrival of emergency medical services, subject to physician order and resident choice indicated in the resident's advance directive. Does everybody know what an advance directive is?
No.
No. What is it?
What is it? You're telling your wishes, what you want to be done to you. Yeah.
Yes.
If you want life-saving measures or not.
That is correct. And who usually gets that information?
We usually.
Family. Social workers.
Yeah, I mean, advanced directive is, do you mind if I expand?
You expand.
Yeah, an advanced directive, you've heard of, have any of you heard of like healthcare power of attorneys and like living wills?
Yeah.
That's pretty much what they are, and it's, the word advanced is kind of that they're creating it ahead of time before crisis happens, so they're putting into a form like their healthcare power of attorney. They're stating who they would want to make healthcare decisions for them if there came a time that a doctor declared them to be incompetent. And a lot of times they'll list in there, you know, if they want like a G tube, sometimes it doesn't really get a lot of specifics, but you can write in specifics. And then there's also living wills where it'll say like, if I'm in a persistent vegetative state, you know, do I want, you know, artificial means to keep me alive? So there, it's advanced planning, and that's what we, when people come in, we're, you know, checking, you know, if they're coming in from the hospital, or we get the information from their families to put into their chart.
I'm not gonna go through the procedure, everybody can read that on their own. We're just gonna jump to what happens when a code is called. Okay, say, Kelly. Kelly's in a room with the resident, goes into cardiac arrest. Kelly, what are you gonna do?
Probably cold blue,
Code blue? What,
and then follow this form that I have printed out. No, yeah, and so you stay with the resident. And the nurse should call for the crash card, like that.
yeah, okay, we have to check the code status. We have to make sure on the crash card, it's listed at the nurse's station as well, and on the crash card. Oh, thank you. Every week,
But
Jim,
you don't touch them until you check the temperature.
that is correct. So we have to be really, really, really on top of it, you guys. We have to be fast.
But they have bracelets on.
DNR too.
That's what I mean.
Yes, check for a bracelet. If they don't, they'll to check the code status. Because our DNRs are wearing the DNR bracelet.
And if they're brand new, they might not have their DNR bracelet yet,
Yeah,
because it takes a little while to get them.
so we have to check this really fast. There's one at the nurse's station. I have one in my office. Kelly's got one. So,
No, that's the credit card from there.
okay.
We sold.
Okay, if we're upstairs and a code is called, okay, so you check the code status, they're full code, 911's called. Someone's gonna grab our AED, where is it?
At the nurse's station.
Okay, somebody's gonna grab the crash cart. Where's our crash cart? Up on the first floor.
Copy reminder.
That is correct.
Copy room.
Copy room on D hall.
Okay.
That's gotta be grabbed. Then you have to,
that?
our
What did you say it was?
crash cart.
Crash card.
And we've got supplies on here, suction machine and boo bag. We have oxygen mask, cannulas. Kelly, I don't know if you've got aspirin. Because we are allowed to give aspirin if somebody's having, chest pain or whatever. We are allowed to do that.
Yep.
Good. So everything's on there that we would need to start a code. So if somebody's got it, grab.
Only one in the building?
So it's upstairs and it's in PC.
So there's two in the building.
We have two in the building. We have an AED in BT and an AED upstairs at the nurse's station. Crash cart, copier room. But somebody's got to grab crash cart. Oh, two things, or a concentrator. And where's that room at?
Right there on the outside wall.
Okay, and the vital signs machine.
Right across my house. Okay, so yeah, okay. They both, one sit on one side, and the other sit right across the house from it?
Yes.
Sitting area.
And once we know that code status, they're full code, that nurse or CPR certified, Kelly, you are?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna initiate CPR, 911's been called. Once 911 walks in, what do we do?
Continue CPR until they say they're ready for you. Yeah.
Then we back up.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to keep going until they say they're ready to go.
Correct. With this being said, we are going to be pulling some drills. I'll be doing them on night shift, day shift, and PM shift. And it can happen anywhere in the building. So, know this, know your procedure.
It'll be in the morning.
It could be in the lodge, but if we got to pull the rear.
Right, so there's not any of those the things over there?
There's not one. You'd end up using either their beats or
Okay.
the manners.
They don't have
But you
any.
know what, they might want to get a crash set up and,
Aren't you not a walking CPR?
That'll be fun.
If they're full codes, what?
Again, you can do, that's for most people who don't have control or certified.
Okay, but we're just kind of.
Yeah, we are certified.
I have a question. Is the AED people on the crash card up there, and it only at the gas station?
At the nurse's station.
I'm listening to the. You ready to get the crash card?
I would agree. If there's space.
Is it,
But I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah. It's bad.
is it, are we making sure that they're charged and all kind of stuff?
You can't do it all. But so they know measures, so they can, but now they check it every so often to make
Yeah, yeah. Code.
We should have been the AED, check them periodically.
I do AED. I do the AED. I do the crash card. I do the
And
AED.
then,
The AED, but all the other equipment, I don't do it.
yeah, that,
So I do it,
So
yeah.
I currently fill out the DNR form every week on Thursdays. So from now on, I will make sure that every crash card has what it needs on it. So if you just want to check the AED, but I'll make sure the crash card is ready to go.
Yeah, every first of the month, I go around, I check them, make sure they say that they okay, and I also sign it. So you can know that I've been there to expect it, so it gets done, it get done once a month, and I typically do it every first of the month.
yeah, where's the, yeah,
It's a nice thing, right?
That-
I'm telling you, right there.
So are we gonna have it for a quote, or do we have to go get it from the other machine?
I think you have to come here to come over there.
For now, if you want destination, they have it.
for now, you have two computers over there, Jim.
Not our own.
Okay, so, yeah, if we have to take it out of our room, so, or two room. But I think we should get that stuff set up over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Do we have like designated people so everybody won't be running and bumping heads, you know what I mean? Like, is it certain people supposed to do certain things? I mean, I know like housekeeping, we're clear the halls, but like, who was assigned to get the crash card on the hour shift, like on days? So everybody won't be bumping heads and running to the same spot. We can be maneuvering around at different times. Somebody go here and get this, somebody get that.
Is it the nurse?
So,
The
yeah,
nurse is gonna call it.
That's a good question.
The nurse is gonna call it, but, I mean, what if there's not a CNA around? Who's gonna go? Or a housekeeper's not around? So, ever who's available is gonna.
let's go ahead and get it, okay?
Yeah,
But I think whoever the nurse is needs to take part charge and say, you do this, you do that. Otherwise, everybody's gonna be running there.
Exactly, that's what I was saying. So maybe meet up at the nurse's station and then she tell
you
us,
got the nurses, yeah.
yeah, meet at the nurse's station, then she tell us where to go.
You call 911. Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's what happened when we did a drill, well, it was a code, well, kind of a code, when I came back in March. Employee went down, Lynn was at the nurse station, I told her to call 911. Somebody went to get the AED, and that worked out really good.
Okay.
Good question.
What other questions?
So when you announce it, you guys say code blue or
And
Over like the.
over the picture, and it will be a room number.
Okay.
Or wherever it is, it could be in PT, or could be in Jim's office.
Okay.
Hope not.
So
Not good enough there.
we did learn a lot from the code kind therapy back. And one of the more important things that I learned is that you need to keep the patient where they're at.
Don't move it.
Don't move them, they stay there. And because they can, the EMS can get down the stairs and out, everything's things with that, so.
Yeah. The only thing is, do we have a CPR board? Because if they're in the bed, we're gonna have to get them onto the floor right away.
I think that's one of the actions.
I don't think it's in the action room. I thought we had one though, someplace, so it's okay.
We'll have to find it.
Yeah.
Either that, or we're just gonna have to go, you know, yeah, we had to do that. Yeah, just put them on the floor.
Yeah.
So the board's don't always go paper.
What about,
So it's a fourth, right?
No, you gotta get it.
You gotta get 'em.
All these medical drama TV shows are wrong. You're right, they are. It's CPR
No, like,
all the time.
if you notice our especially air mattresses, some of them say, hold this for CPR, if you place your bed onto our. Sorry.
what about if they are, the patients, they can't move? What do you guys, you can make them sleep in the floor?
We'll get them onto the floor.
Or another.
Well, believe me, your adrenaline's running so fast that, yeah, you can do it. I can do it. Wait, no.
So you're gonna.
Tell me.
Yeah. I've got Kelly something.
That's what she said to Kelly Sunday. Tell me, Kelly.
No, that's Kelly's name. Our mannequin, right? Kelly.
Great.
Also, just, for those who maybe not know, I noticed that the card is always covered with cloth, so if you're looking for a card with all that stuff on it, it's gonna be undercover.
Yeah, it needs to be kept covered to keep it.
Yeah, that's fine, just so,
As,
you know, what you.
as long as everybody knows, that's what's underneath that sheet upstairs in the copier room. It's a crash card.
And also, please don't take things off the crash cart because you couldn't find them anyplace else.
Thank you for saying that.
It does happen and it should not.
Keep in mind when we do the drills, I can't use a full code resident. I don't want people running to their room or whatever. So when a code blue is called, you'll know that it's gonna, well, not a drill maybe. And I'll give a room number that isn't, but Kelly, the manager's gonna be in. Sorry, Kelly's.
Is there an actual real mannequin?
I haven't,
Oh, okay,
they're supposed to.
okay. I haven't seen it.
I have to ask now. Maybe he's in storage.
Can we rename it? Kelly, where do you want to
Well, there's apparatuses that we can to learn how to get.
Okay, can you, going forward in like your nurses cover, like explain that the nurse is gonna be the one that's delegating who's calling 911, who's going to go get this, who's going to go get that, so they know, cause they're not here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that was it.
So be prepared. And this is something that the state will be looking for. They come in and say, show me your code blue drills, because this is what they're looking for.
And we might ask you, okay, where's your card?
Where's your card? What do you do? So, be prepared. And our window is open, correct, Rob?
Open, open, make it. Survey window has been open all month.
Yeah. Any questions?
Yeah, if you can hear me, I'd like to know, is it only the nurses that do the CPR?
He said, is it only the nurses that do the CPR?
Yes, except we have Kelly and PT.
You need to be
What if you have
certified.
an aide that's
Certified.
CPR certified?
What you think?
What if you have an aide that's CPR certified?
We've never,
We would need to have proof that you're paid, that you were certified before we have you do it. So you'd need to make sure we have a copy of what you're. Yeah.
and we've never had to see these. Here, Jim.
No, but.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
I think it has to be BLS.
Yes, not just.
Yeah, it can't be American.
Yes, no, it's got it, yeah, you're right, basic life support, yeah. Okay, anything else?
Read the policy.
Read it, know it, we'll have. By next week.
Okay, make sure you sign up. And you got all the people on there? Okay,
I got it.
all right.
All right, thank you guys for joining. Y'all have a good day. We done.